This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 995. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Next week is episode 1000, the first job search podcast to hit that number. And today's show is part of a series I did a while back about preparing to job search. This time focused on preparing your references. Hope you find the show helpful. Please give this show 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher. It helps other people find the show. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. If you have a question for me, you have a concern, what have you, quick questions, not big long stories, quick questions. You can send it to me through LinkedIn or Facebook. LinkedIn, we have to be connected. So linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Send a connection request to me there. Tell me that you listen to the show. I love helping folks. And if you prefer Facebook, my page there is No BS Coaching Advice. Send the question to me through Messenger once you follow me there. And now, let's get going, okay? In this video, I just want to encourage you. Most people don't take the time early in the search to decide who their references should be, to speak with them, confirm that they'd be a good reference, and see what they'd have to say about them. And the impact is you get down to offer phase, and sometimes you can't find people. And sometimes they don't say things quite as well as you'd like them to, because they get a little bit nervous. So I want to encourage you early in your search, early as you're preparing to search, to reach out to folks that you think might be good references. It gives you time to find them if they're not at numbers or email addresses that you expect them to be. It gives you time to speak with them in advance and say, look, I'm up for something now. I'd like to use you as a reference. Let me ask you a question. What did you think about my work? And kind of hear what their answers might be. And you can go through, you can do a Google search for different typical questions you might ask in a reference check, so that in this way you can hear what they might say to a typical reference call, and then perhaps redirect them. So you might say, I heard what you said was such and such. Would you feel comfortable saying this instead? And I'm not asking you to ask them to lie, but I'm asking you to perhaps help them with languaging what they're trying to say to put you in the best possible light. Because if they do a half-assed job, if they do an average job about promoting you, sometimes firms will go to their second choice rather than you. Or if they do make the offer to you, sometimes it's not quite for as much money as you might be looking for. So that's why references and preparing your references in advance is so important to you. Now, what I've always encouraged people to do is when other folks leave an organization, I want you to make sure you have a personal email address and a phone number for them. So when the word gets out that they're looking, or that they're leaving, I should say, you're collecting that data all the way along the line. So with every person that's leaving, where are they going to? So that way, that's another way that you can find them in the future, right? A personal email address for the phone number. 3 ways that you can get in touch in case you need them. So again, figure out your references, talk to your references, and prepare your references way before you need them. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to say that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, look at the tabs on the top and you'll see a menu of choices for you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, helping you with a salary negotiation, answering your question, advising you about a decision you have to make about job offers, That's all there is an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end. It's in half-hour increments, so it doesn't take a lot of time in each session, and that's another way you can do it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing with folks who like the show and are interested in my help. Lastly, I also want to mention I've got a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it seems like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, hope you have a great day. Take care.